Dr. Kevin Dolphin, Prison Talk. Today, I'm going to speak to you briefly about rewards and consequences. I'm going to also read just an excerpt from my book, If These Prison Walls Could Talk. Many of us can't see past the consequences because we're so blinded by what we think is a reward. We get so entrapped by things that are glamorized and things that we think is going to benefit our lives in the short term instead of looking at things in the long term, looking at the big picture. So I was one of them individuals. I could only see in many instances short terms. That's why I got caught up in the street life, because I could only see the short term. Because understand this, any individual who's able to understand and see long term, they understand that there's no future in criminal activity, criminal ways of thinking in the streets. There's no future in it. So don't get caught up by things that you think are going to be rewards, but in return, they're only going to be consequences. And what that'll happen, end up happening is you'll remain in mental chains, also physical chains. So let me read this to you guys. It's very powerful. I want you to understand this. And for the individuals who is able to grasp it, then you will be able to break away from a lot of those things that has held you captive in the past. Mental chains. In the 1950s, a famous psychologist named Julian Ryder came up with a concept called the locus of control. The locus of control refers to an individual's perception about the underlying main causes of events in his or her life. They believe that their destiny is controlled by their internal efforts, thoughts, and decisions, and by external forces, fate, luck, or other powerful forces. Ryder bridged behavioral and cognitive psychology. His view was that behavior is largely guided by rewards and consequences, and that individuals come to hold beliefs about what causes their actions based on these contingencies. In their mind, if the reward outweighs the consequences, whether good or bad, they are willing to take whatever risk to get what they want. Their beliefs in turn determine what types of attitudes and behaviors they adopt. Unconsciously, many people chain themselves to a negative way of thinking. Essentially, Ryder investigated how people's behaviors and attitudes affect the outcome and conditions of their lives. Those who tend to dwell at the low end of the locus control spectrum will remain in mental chains. Those who choose to elevate their thinking and descend to the upper level of the locus spectrum hold the key to an unrestricted process of free thought. Think positive, get positive results. Think negative and get negativity will be yours to own. Think negatively and negativity will be yours to own. Rewards and consequences. Will you remain in chains? Dr. Kevin Dolphin, Prison Talk.